Have you ever wondered about the intricate dance of international military strategy? Today we're going to delve into the recent developments involving the United States Department of Defense in the Middle East. Our journey begins in the year 2023. The Pentagon, the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Defense, was growing concerned about potential attacks on American troops in the Middle East. Iran and its proxy forces were seen as possible threats, especially with the escalating conflict between Israel and Hamas. This led to a heightened state of alert, particularly with Turkish airstrikes creating chaos in northeast Syria and providing ISIS with opportunities to launch new terrorist attacks. Fast forward to October 19th, the U.S. Department of Defense found itself responding to missile and drone attacks. The aim? To deter groups from using the Israel-Hamas war as an opportunity to spark a conflict that could engulf the region. In the northern Red Sea, the crew of the guided missile destroyer USS Carney shot down 3 land attack cruise missiles and several drones launched by Houthi forces in Yemen. This action showcased the integrated air and missile defense architecture built in the Middle East, ready and prepared to protect partners and interests whenever necessary. Meanwhile, drone attacks targeted U.S. facilities in Syria and Iraq. The Al-Tanf garrison in Syria, for instance, was hit by 2 drones, leading to minor injuries to coalition forces. An early warning system also signaled a possible threat approaching the airbase at Al-Assad, prompting base personnel to shelter in place. In northern Iraq, U.S. forces engaged and destroyed a drone, resulting in no injuries or damage. While the U.S. Department of Defense remained tight-lipped about the American response to these provocations, they assured that necessary actions would be taken to defend U.S. and coalition forces against any threat. To deter any government or group from launching attacks under the cover of the Israeli-Hamas war, the U.S. deployed forces to the region. The USS Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group was positioned in the eastern Mediterranean Sea, and the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower Carrier Strike Group crossed the Atlantic to join the Ford. The Air Force also increased fighter presence in the region. The aim of these strategic moves? To send a strong message intended to deter a wider conflict, bolster regional stability, and defend national security interests. In conclusion, the U.S. Department of Defense has been actively responding to threats and attacks in the Middle East, utilizing its forces and strategic assets to maintain regional stability and protect national security interests. These actions reflect the complex and ever-changing landscape of international military strategy, underlining the importance of readiness, deterrence, and strategic positioning in the face of potential conflict.